Hey, I'm Andy Thompson with Cedar Siding Repair, and today we're in Centerville, Ohio, finishing up this nice carpentry repair project on the cedar siding, restaining the entire house, and installing these nice new gutters on their house. So let's take a look. Okay, so we just finished this project here in Centerville, and come take a look. This is really cool. So this deck had a semi-solid sealer on it, so we completely stripped it off, and then we did all the deck boards in a semi-transparent stain from Benjamin Moore, so you could see how cool that distinction looks. You go from the semi-transparent decking to the solid stained risers and the railing, so the clients are just really happy with how that turned out. Something we like doing on our entry doors, we do these solid stains on the door. It's the body of the house, and then we do the framing in black, and it just outlines the door really nicely, has a little bit more distinction, and the clients just love the way these doors turn out. So we do almost all of our entry doors like that. They had about 20% of this bay window that was damaged and just water damaged, so they didn't want to tear it all off and replace it, so we decided that we could do a bunch of cedar repairs on the bay window and save the look of the cedar. So we replaced all these corner posts right here. We did all these cedar clapboards underneath of the windows. We put new water tables on the bay window form, and then we of course restained everything, so that bay window just turned out really, really nice, and they didn't have to go through the expense of tearing all of the siding and trim off and replacing all of it. And then here, look how pretty these new copper penny gutters are. So this is a special order color. It's meant to look like real copper, but it's not gonna patina over time like real copper would, so the customers can expect that to stay nice and lustrous, just like brand new copper. So look how nice that copper penny looks between the semi-transparent stain here on the deck and then the solid handrails. What a nice, nice look for them that is. We stripped this entire deck. It had an old semi-solid coating on it. It was just becoming sun faded, and you could definitely tell that it has been aged and needed to be redone. So we stripped that entire coating off of this deck, and then what we did was this semi-transparent stain for the entire body of the deck, and then we did all the railing, the balusters and the risers in this solid stain, and it just turned out so pretty for these clients. It just sets it off so nicely, accents the seating area really, really well, and they are just so happy with how this turned out. This gazebo had the old style screens where it was just lined with cedar 1x2s, then the screen was stapled on the 1x2s, and then a new cedar 1x2 put on. So the screens have become torn. The sun's really, really hard on screens, so they just wanted the whole thing redone. What we do is we put a stop on the back. We cut out that old screen, then we add an additional stop. That's what this is right here. This stop is 3/4 of an inch thick by 1 inch wide. We add that stop all the way around the outside, okay? So you can see this is the old 1x2 right here with the old original screening. Then we add this stop all the way through here, okay? Then we put the screen up against the stops. Then we rip new stops for the inside, and these new stops are installed with T10 2-inch screws, okay, trim screws. That way, if the clients ever need to take them out, they simply just take those screws out, take the screen out, and then put it back in, and put the screws right back in place to where they were. So these screens make a giant difference for the living space, and they're clean. The view is beautiful. You can see out of them perfectly. So just people are really, really happy with the outcome of these screens. This particular client really likes the look of new lustrous copper, and they do not want it to age over time and turn to that mint green and brownish hue. So we suggested this copper penny color, and it just is, this is a painted aluminum with a metallic copper paint and then a clear coating over top of it. And it has that brand new copper look, nice and lustrous. It's not gonna fade over time, and it just has a beautiful, beautiful look and stance to it. So you can see how nice that copper penny color accents the urban bronze stain. So what a nice look that is. This client had a couple different needs, which is why they brought us on. They had some cedar work that needed to be done. It didn't necessarily all need to be torn off and replaced, but they had some cedar boards that needed to be replaced. They wanted to restain their entire house. They wanted to restain the deck. They wanted to do some screening on the gazebo. And then they also had some fascia boards that were rotted underneath of the gutters. So they chose us because we could complete all of those services and really make the entire process seamless for them. So if you have multiple things happening, you know, whether you have one cedar board that needs to be replaced, you just need your house to be, you know, cleaned and stained, we'd love to talk with you about how we can serve you and show you how our process is just a little bit different than some of the people we compete with on a regular basis. So all of our work is performed by our in-house W-2 employees. They're highly trained. They know exactly what to do with your home. And we'd love a chance to show you our process and how we do what we do every day, all between Dayton, Cincinnati, and Columbus. So, hey, thanks for watching our video, and please call one of our offices if you'd like to talk with us about how we can help take care of your property.